Nico Harris has been blessed by the basketball gods. I ate the cereal before the video for you guys in this one. Everybody got really mad. Like, I kind of did that just to prove a point, to prove that people get annoyed and really mad about really stupid shit. But either way, okay, I'm done fucking with you guys, at least for now. The Dallas Mavericks won the NBA draft lottery. They had a 1.7 or 1.8% chance of getting the number 1 pick, and they got it. Unfortunately, the team that lost out on Cooper Flagg is none other than the Chicago Bulls. Everybody, let's get a prayer hands in the chat for Kenny Beecham. I feel so bad for him because I was like, bro, like, to lose Derrick Rose, right, in his prime, and then you have a legitimate chance to get Cooper Flagg and then basically lose it on a fucking coin flip. Like, that's literally how the NBA determines like the 1.7 versus 1.8 odds when it's like decimals of who's gonna get it or not. They literally flip a fucking coin and it's heads or tails. You know, heads it's Dallas, tails it's Bulls, and Dallas won. Also, if Josh Giddey misses his jumper against the Lakers, the Bulls would be getting Cooper Flagg at the current point in time. But, you know, it's crazy, man. Like, this game works in strange ways, man. Like, Nico Harris has truly been blessed. All right? Like, I don't think you understand the fucking magnitude of what has just happened. Like, fuck everybody else, okay, in the NBA draft. I know the Sixers got, like, a really high pick. The Spurs got the number 2 overall pick. It don't get much better than that. If you're the Spurs and you already have Wembanyama and you already have De'Aaron Fox and you already have Stephon Castle and you already have Keldon Johnson, Malachi Branham, you have all these guys, right? Devin Vassell. And now you get a top 2 pick in the draft, like... We'll have to talk about the greater lottery maybe in another video, but I can't believe how absolutely insane this is. Because Nico Harris, I'm not going to lie, man, the whole second half of this NBA season, Nico Harris looked like a fucking idiot, right? I think we all can agree. This was, and in the end, this still might not even make up for what he did. Let's keep it abundantly clear, okay? For all we know, Cooper Flagg could be, you know, he might not be all that. You know, we don't know yet until he sets foot on an NBA court. But I will say this. We've seen what he did in practice against, you know, Team USA. We've seen what he did to Anthony Davis in those practices. I think the dude can ball. I think he's going to be a good player. He strikes me like an Andre Kirilenko type of guy, kind of like a do-it-all type of forward who can shoot the three. He can get to the basket. He plays defense. He rebounds. So I think he's going to be a good player, but you never know. Okay, we've seen a lot of guys in college that looked really good and then went to the NBA and simply were not that good. But the point is, for the time being, Nico Harris has his job saved. Thank the Lord you did not trade a first round, like this year's first round pick, to the Lakers that would send Luka Doncic and Cooper Flagg to the fucking Lakers, okay? So, thank the Lord Nico Harris was at least that smart to not get rid of that first-round pick in exchange for Anthony Davis. I still don't think this makes up for getting rid of Luka Doncic, because even though Cooper Flagg is very good, there's no guarantee he will ever be as good as Luka Doncic, all right? Let's make that clear as well. But for the time being, you have been blessed. Okay, the basketball gods have blessed you, okay? And I don't even think it's Nico Harris. I think it's Mavericks fans as a whole, okay? The basketball gods saw the pain you were going through and were like, you know what? Cooper Flagg. Allow me to deliver you Cooper Flagg. It's not your fault that your GM is a fucking dolt, okay? It's not your fault that your GM is a fucking moron, all right? But this kind of, I can't say it'll ever make up for it. It doesn't make up for it, but it makes it feel a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? It makes the pain a little more tolerable because I'm going to keep it a buck, all right? They traded for Anthony Davis, and then everybody on their roster got injured. Kyrie is done. You know, like he's out for however long, okay? You have Derek Lively, who was injured. Daniel Gafford was injured. Like, almost every significant player on their team got injured. And it was like, it just didn't look good. You know, you just traded Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis plays one game and gets injured in that very game. Okay? Then you don't have Derek Lively. You don't have Daniel Gafford. Kyrie Irving goes down. Like, it just seemed like everything that could go wrong for the Dallas Mavericks did for at least half a season. And then draft lottery night comes around tonight, and sure enough, the Dallas Mavericks made it into the top 4, and lo and behold, they came out number 1 as the winner. Now, there is no guarantee that they keep that pick, and with what Nico Harris did at the trade deadline this past year, I would say it's a lock that they're gonna take Cooper Flagg, but you never know. Okay, you never know. Nico Harris is clearly living, it's Nico Harris's world and we're just living in it, okay? But for the time being, I want to congratulate Mavericks fans because I'm just going to say this. If this man does not draft Cooper Flagg and he keeps that number 1 pick, if you do not draft Cooper Flagg, they might actually burn the Mavericks arena to the ground. I think it's American Airlines Arena. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. But whatever stadium or arena that the Mavericks play out of will be burnt to the ground, most likely, if you do not draft Cooper Flagg and you keep that pick. Because this man has, up until this point, royally fucked up. So I just want to congratulate Mavericks fans because you guys have gone through it. You guys really went through it this year. And you know what? There's even a chance that Nico Harrison still doesn't keep his job. Like, if I were the owner of the Mavericks, all right, as soon as this man traded for Luka Doncic and got Anthony Davis, of all people, okay, Mr. I'm injured all the time himself, okay, he would have been out the building. Like the next day. Nico Harrison would have been fired the next fucking day. All right? Because you could have gotten so much more for Luka Doncic. I would have at least waited to the offseason. You called about Giannis. All right? Now, Giannis looks like a real possibility had you just waited. I really don't know what to say. I'm actually quite astonished that such a thing could even happen. But I don't know, man. You know what? Strange things happen. Strange things happen in this NBA. And you know what? Cooper Flagg, I think, is going to look good in a Mavs jersey anyway. You got rid of one cold-ass white boy. You had to get another cold-ass white boy. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't draft the cold-ass white boy after you traded away a cold-ass white boy, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. There's no fucking hope. But it's nice. You know what? It's a breath of fresh air, I think, for the Mavericks fans, because fuck the front office. I feel so glad for you. I'm genuinely happy for Mavericks fans because you guys went through it this year, man. Y'all really went through it. I mean, I remember I was on my way home from Newburgh playing pool at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden my phone just starts going off. Everybody's like, who was it, Braun put in the Discord, he's like, wake up everybody, Luka Doncic just got traded. And I was like, I thought he was joking. And then I got the Twitter notification from Shams, and I was like, it was so crazy, we all thought this was Shams got hacked. Right? That's how absolutely asinine that trade was. There was people actually calling Shams and Brian Windhorst and other people saying, yo, is this real? They really traded Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis? That's how asinine that trade was. This was arguably the worst trade in NBA history when you consider longevity, when you consider just overall talent, when you consider age, when you consider the future, right? Everything. And then for the Mavericks to not even make the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice. It's just nice. We have a good thing for the time being, all right? As a Pacers fan, I want to extend my happiness to Mavericks fans, because some of you can go back and be Mavericks fans again. I mean, granted, there's some of you that probably will not, and that's entirely understandable, but at least this makes the pain a little better. At least it makes it a little better, and, I'm not going to lie, adding Cooper Flagg to a team of Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving isn't the end of the world. Do I think it's going to be a great team? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Cooper Flagg will be good. Do I think he'll be great? I can't call that. I'm not a fortune teller or anything. But I do think Kyrie is out until like December. So, needless to say, Cooper Flagg going to get a lot of run. All right, he's going to get a lot of burn. So is Anthony Davis. He's going to get a lot of minutes of, one-on-one time with Anthony Davis on the court, running that pick and roll, the pick and pop, and all this other stuff. So he's at the and to be fair, having Anthony Davis around as a guy to learn from isn't the end of the world either. So, it would be great if you had Luka Doncic, but it's just the idea. Like I said, this NBA works in strange ways. So, at the end of the day, congratulations to Mavs fans. Hope your front office does not fuck this up, because anything is possible. All right, like I said, it's Nico Harrison's world and we're just living in it. But congratulations, you deserve this. The front office doesn't deserve it. We all know they don't deserve a fucking thing. But the fans deserve this. Hopefully Nico Harrison understands that the fans deserve Cooper Flagg. Even if Cooper Flagg fucking sucks in the NBA, you owe it to the fans, you owe it to the flans, you owe it to the fans to draft Cooper Flagg. And if you don't, Lord have mercy. I hope you're a church-going man. I really do. Nico Harris, if you see this video, I hope you're a church-going man, because you're going to fucking need it. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, anyway, I'm the Fast Break Report, and out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.